Hi there, I'm Rafiat Adekunle, and welcome to another in my series of Walk With Me videos. This series are where I share small little nuggets of things God's done in my life with you in the hope that it will help you on your own journey. So today I want to share about prioritization and urgency. So how did this come about? I was having a conversation with God in my quiet time, and I was pouring out my heart to him and thanking him for things. And then I said, Lord, you know, you've given me so much. I'm giving you all that I have. And he went, what are you? And I went, what do you mean? 'Cause I am. And he went, sure? And I went, okay, obviously if you're saying this, there's something I'm missing. And I ate humble pie and I said, so tell me more. And he said, you're giving me your all, but are you giving me all of your time? Are you giving me all of your headspace? Are you prioritizing the things I've told you to do? And I gave that a thought. And I said, I thought I was giving you my time. I know I may not give you all my headspace, but I'm pretty sure I'm not prioritizing everything right. And he went, there you go. And when I reflected on that, I realized that I was beginning to drift in my time. Yes, I was giving him the time, but slowly and surely, I'm letting other things creep in before I actually do the things I'm supposed to do for God. Things creep in before my morning routine. I try and do some of the dishes and trying to set up this up before I sit down to have my time with him. And most days, that was not necessary. So that was one of the things I sort of got, and it was about, okay, I need to correct that drift. And then when I thought about in terms of my headspace, I realized that sometimes I let all the noise come in, and therefore I get distracted by the noise. And it's so easily done. No matter how good we think we are going to get caught out with that. Well, at least I know I am. And in reflecting about the prioritizing and doing things urgently, and when I sat down to think about it, I knew exactly what he was talking about. He's giving me a task to do that I have been skirting around, and I've even used the excuse of, but I need to plan it and I need to organize it. And even as I was sitting down talking to him on this day, he said, and don't let your need to organize come between us. And then he dropped something on my heart. He said to me, when you don't do things when I tell you to do them, have you considered that there is somebody out there that needed to hear or see or know that thing I wanted to share through you? And give it the thought that maybe that moment was when they needed it to help them make the right choice to live and not to die. And then he said, if that was your daughter, would you want that person to do what I say exactly when I say? And I went, yes. And then he said, and that's the same for me. So when you don't do the few things that I tell you to do now, you're making me choose. And I don't want to have to choose. And when we had this conversation, it was an eye-opener for me. And it was a wake-up call. Because then I understood that when I don't prove myself in some areas to be worthy of his trust, I am letting that come between us. I will never fulfill all that He's purposed me to do. And worse still, there will be someone out there who will have a delay in whatever it is they're seeking or asking God for. So on the back of that, how are you with your prioritization and recognizing what is urgent? I'm sure you may well have heard about the Eisenhower matrix, which sort of was used by Stephen Covey as well, where it helps you understand what things are important or not important, urgent and not urgent, and able to put them in the right boxes. So if I use the example of what my conversation with the Lord was about, I recognized that my time with Him was important, but I actually shoved it into the not important, not urgent. I recognize that when He tells me to do things, especially when it's a timed thing, then those things are urgent and important, and those are the ones I need to do immediately. The planning, the organization of how I'm going to sort myself out and get stuff done behind the scenes, those will go into the important but not urgent, and those are the ones I need to diarize, put time aside to do. Then all the other stuff that flows in my head, the cleaning of the kitchen, the preparing for the day, in that moment, they have lesser importance and urgency. So, let's have a thought, therefore. How can you start getting the prioritization and urgency of things in your life better? And then that may be in your family life, in your relationships, in your business, in your enterprise. Because when you do not understand those, then you are not in a situation to set boundaries around those and therefore protect those time ferociously with your life. But also it means that you're not setting the example for those you are leading. Your children, your husband, your friends, your co-workers, your employees, your co-leaders. It's very important for us, very important, pertinent for us to be clear on those things. So for me, my takeaway today is let's stop putting the cart before the horse. I'm going to get my horse right now. Have a lovely day, and until I see you next time, stay blessed. If this has tweaked something in you, you found it useful in any way, jerked you a bit out of your comfort zone, or got it right up your nose, whichever one it is, pass some comments down below. And please, please, please do share, like, share, and subscribe to my channel so you are aware when I drop my next videos. Okay, that's all for now. See you next time.